Here's the fastest way I've achieved all my goals for 2024. So back in 2023, I made a list of goals of everything that I'm gonna do, right? When 2024 got here, I looked back on the goals and I realized, and it's so embarrassing to say this, I didn't check a single thing off. I didn't check nothing off that list. And I was like, wow. I would just overthink it. I would be too lazy. I would always be like, oh, I don't feel like it. Like a lot of this stuff I was supposed to do, I realized I didn't do any of it. So there might have been like a single thing I could have checked off my 2023 list. And they were all things that I could attain. They were all things I could do if I really put in the effort. So I say this to say that is something that is going to jumpstart you into really taking your goals seriously. Write them down, like actually write them down. Leave it wherever you're going to remember, and always keep that in mind. Always look at it. And of course, make sure it's something that makes sense right now. And you're not gonna write something like, oh, I wanna be a millionaire by tomorrow, because come on now. The possibilities, it's not that likely. So anyways, I say this to say, when I realized I could barely check, I barely made a single thing off that list, I said 2024 has to be better. I have to do better. So now, instead of just making this list and I just try to remember it and that's just it, I have set up a system. I have looked into self-help books. I've looked into books to elevate your mind. I've gotten into therapy. So like anything that's cluttering my mind, I want to go ahead and get that out. I make sure my home isn't cluttered. Basically, whatever is slowing you down, whether it's you overthinking things, or maybe your house is too cluttered, or maybe it's your environment, whatever it is, take care of it and remember those goals. Write them down, put them somewhere you're going to remember it. Stick to the plan. You need a system in place so you can keep going and keep pushing how you're supposed to. It's not just a one and done thing, like, oh, I want to work out 3 times a week. Okay, where are you setting yourself up where you can at least get 3 days to work out? Are they spontaneous and you just do it when you feel like it? Or are you actually having a system like on this day, and that day, I'll go work out? No exceptions. If you know, for women, my women, if you know your period is coming, obviously, at least for me, I'm not gonna work out on my period, okay? So I need to do maybe some yoga, or maybe a hot girl walk for, during that time. I need some sort of movement. And so make sure you actually have a system set for when this happens, when that happens. I'm not saying it has to be every little thing, but at least get yourself right so you can get your stuff done. That's how I got all my 2024 goals done this year. I have a few more I need to check off, but the year isn't over, so there's still time. And I at least I'm putting in the effort this year. Last year, no, I was too scared to do almost half of this stuff. So that's my tip on how you're definitely gonna get something done. You're gonna get something done. You write it down, you remember it, and you have a system set, you're gold. You're good.